Let's give it up for Common Ground!
Yes, guys, welcome back to Common Ground. Coffee break with Common Ground. Cheating today though, we haven't got coffee, we've got hot chocolate because it's later today. Alright, so today I'm going to be touching on a bit more life subjects again, a little bit of fitness motivation as I've been getting myself fit again. Trying anyway. I say trying because I'm not fully committing just yet, as we're not all perfect, you know. I smoke, I'm trying to kick that. I've got substitutes in the way for that, which I'm going to share later. It's been helped a lot today, which is my first day trying to cut it out. Also, before I headed off out tonight, I had a lovely chat with my dad. You know, me and my dad, we get on well, we always have done, but we don't often get to have like heart-to-heart chats, you know, really in-depth sort of chats that they go a long way. I think we all need them. Now, I know some of you may not have father figures in your life, or you have a father who just doesn't give that, you know, that guide and information that you need or you want. And I believe that's why platforms like myself and other people are here to just help boost that, you know, bring that morale back up, because you're worth something. And the more you show to yourself and make yourself proud of what you're doing and who you're becoming, your dads will also be very, very proud. Right, so my relationship with my dad. Now, I don't want to touch too much on the boxing today, but growing up, the boxing, obviously, it was my dad taking me, you know. I didn't drive, we had to travel a long way. We travelled all over the country for boxing. Now, I'm lucky I had a dad that could put in the time and effort for me like that, and did put in the time and effort. And there was many times, you know, I didn't want to go, but my dad had made it back home from work early. He said, "No, Sonny, come on, you're going." And generally, them sessions you didn't feel like doing, you know, you didn't really want to go to. You wanted to go out and play with your mates or play with your brother on the computer games or something. Now, I think they were my best sessions I had. You go in the gym, you know, you've got a bit of angst there, like, oh, I wish I could have stayed at home today. And you take it out in the gym and you get a really good session in. So over the years growing up, being a typical kid with an ego, there was many times I used it against my dad. Oh, I'm going to stop boxing. I don't want to box anymore. And I did want to do it, but I wanted to hurt my dad in them instances, you know, which were little dicks towards him when he was just trying to teach me life lessons. But when we're kids, it's hard to learn and listen, you know, until you get a bit older and you can absorb that information and even think back and think what he was telling me at that time. It would have helped if I had have listened, but we're all human, right? So part of my chat with my dad was about putting our team together, looking forward in the future to the boxing. And we got to reminisce over some nice times we had, you know, together when we was doing the boxing also. And me getting back into this, it is for myself. I wouldn't be able to go as far as I possibly can without doing it for myself. But it is a huge part of me that's doing it for my dad as well. While we still got the time, my dad's still here. You know, he did put a lot of time into me, and I do want to give him something to show back. As I said, I do want to show it to myself the most, but making myself proud will make my dad very proud, I know that. Now, to get through in anything in life, it has to be coming from you, it has to be coming from your heart. Like I talked back then, my dad put in a lot. Yeah, my dad did take me, and I couldn't have gone as far or done as much as I did without my dad. But ultimately, it was me training, it was me fighting. And I say this because it all comes down to us, what we do as a person. So although you may not have that father figure, or you don't have a father at all in your life, it needs to be coming from your heart, a passion that you want to do. Now, although me and my dad have a really, really good relationship, there has been times over the course of growing up where I struggled talking to him about certain situations. Whether I thought the conversation wasn't just worthy of his time because I kind of knew what the answer would be and I wouldn't have liked it, or just because I had too much pride and didn't want to worry him. Now, we all have someone we look up to who's our hero, whether it be our dads or someone in a limelight we look up to. Luckily for me, as I say, my dad is my limelight. And as I've become older and got more humble and just generally more content with myself, I find it easier to open up to my dad and other close people around me about things that I want to talk about. And even if I feel like I'm not going to get the answer I want, I'm happy to do so, because without the ego, as I say, nowadays at this age, I can look at it and I can take their advice on it, whether it be good or bad, And even if I listen to them or not, I can take that away, you know, and then I can look back and reflect on it and see if they was talking to me good advice or if they just wasn't sure on the situation at all. Now, moving on to some fitness and motivational. I know there's a lot of you out of shape, like myself. I'm not in good shape. As I say, I've got a lot of faults, a lot of things I need to improve on myself as a person. That goes along with the fitness, but along with general health also. So, smoking. Now, I've had a couple of smokes today. As I say, we're all human, I'm not perfect, but I've done a lot better than I thought I would have. And I had a simple method, which was exercise, whether it be press ups, anything, you know, something that's going to get you out of breath, wear you out. Now, if you've done enough of them, you're going to be so out of breath, you're not going to want to smoke. Trust me, you're not going to want to smoke. So really, you're killing two birds with one stone. You're getting fit and you're kicking a bad habit at the same time. Now, I haven't fully kicked it. I know it's going to be hard. As I say, I've done a lot better today than I thought. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to do even better. I say hoping. I've got a really strong willpower. My mindset is good at the moment, so I'm making sure I'm smoking less tomorrow than I did today. Now, why I mentioned, I know some of you are out of shape and unfit. Also, why I'm here is to show like someone coming from an unfit, unhealthy lifestyle, and I'm doing it now because it's down to you, and the time is now to when you start. So it might not be now at this current situation. You might be watching these videos down the line, but these might help you. I'm hoping they help you. All I'm doing is I'm showing just a regular man can make himself better, you know, and you can go back and review them and see my journey on the way through, how I'm bettering myself every day. If you don't want to watch them, well, you can skip through. You'll see the change. Now, I'm not at a gym currently. I'm signed up to one, but my subscription runs out this month, and I have no intention of going there this month. I have no intention in walking into a boxing gym until I know I can get through a good 10 rounds of sparring, minimum. So this journey for the next 2 to 3 weeks is going to be purely fitness, which all of you can do at home. There's no excuse for any single one of you. Now you can say, oh, I haven't got time. Oh, I've got to do this. Oh, I've got to do that. Now, where you've got time to play a computer game, to check your Facebook, to check your Instagram, even to watch a video on YouTube while you're watching me now, you can still listen to me and drop down and do as many push-ups as you can. Once you're burnt out, go back to what you're doing, enjoy yourself, forget about it. Once you're feeling fresh again, get down, burn yourself out again with press-ups, do as many as you can. Now, I don't want you to keep track of count here, because you're going to set goals in your head, and that's the wrong idea to do when you're starting out. Literally just press ups until burn. Now, while you're awake, I know it might feel awkward at work, you might not have space at work, but generally throughout the day at home, you can definitely find a space to do this. Also, if you're not confident with running, I'm not a good runner myself, go for a walk around the block, walk a few routes that you can scout out that will be a good run for yourself. So after doing this for 2, 3 days, 4 days even, start upping the pace now, introduce some sit-ups, some squats, things that you can do where you don't need a gym. Because also lifting your own natural body weight is going to make you fit rather than big and gain too much muscle. So I've done my run last night. I haven't done one today. My legs are absolutely killing me after about 300 squats last night. No weights, just squats. And that was throughout the day. And then my run last night, obviously. Now, I didn't run far, not far at all. I literally ran around the block. I'm not going to lie to you guys at all. But for me, it was a big start because I've never liked running. I've never been good at it. Now tomorrow when I go for my run, and I will go for a run tomorrow, you'll see it on my shorts, I'm going to be doing the same route. And I don't even care if I can't do it twice, but my goal is going to be to make it twice. And obviously once I get comfortable, twice, 3 times, 4 times, change route, whatever. Now don't worry too much about your running. It's very good for you, but even when I was fit, when I used to box at a high level, I was very, very fit. And even then, I wasn't the greatest runner. I could do sprints very well, but I wasn't good at distance. If there's anything I can help you guys out with, as I say, my link's always in the description below at Common Ground over my Instagram. You can hit me at the DMs. At the moment, while I'm starting out, obviously information is free and I've got a lot of it, so jump in while you can. Even if you're struggling to get that start, give me a message. I guarantee I'll get you started and you'll be feeling better, especially if you're in a bit of a depressive state, because, you know, as I talked about depression before, try and push your human possibilities to peak performance. So what I mean by that is you don't have to excel at everything, even just your fitness alone, you know, is it healthy body, healthy mind. So I've been feeling great since I started, and I'm not fit right now, but I'm getting there. As always, shouts out to everyone watching. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. and I'll be back catching up with you guys in the week. Guys, common ground out.